2 restored bridges, several profitable businesses, new modern homes, and exciting plans for Tillis Park, the 23rd Ward is growing at a rapid pace, and Alderman Joe Vaccaro couldn't be happier.
So when you drive down Watson, it's got a really good feel. I mean, it almost makes me want to cry. I'm so happy. I go down the street and the people are out and they're dining. It makes me feel good. People love our neighborhood.
Sometimes referred to as a city within a city, the 23rd Ward is located on St. Louis's southwest side. Its 4 boundaries are Chippewa on the south, Arsenal on the north, Wabash on the west, and Brannan on the east.
I would say it's just a lot of people like me. We're middle class. We're not rich, we're not poor. It's just a lot of hardworking middle class people.
And the diversity is one of the things that resident Mike Sorth likes the most.
It's one of the things I really enjoy about our ward is that you'll have a banker living next to a bricklayer, living next to a city police officer. So we have a great mix of people, and so our children are able to interact with people of all different races and economic backgrounds, which I think we enjoy as a community.
Mike has lived in the area for over 15 years and serves as vice president of the Lindenwood Park Association.
Alderman Vaccaro has been a breath of fresh air for our ward. He really envisioned coming into office having a place where we had school options and where we had parks working together and neighborhood associations working together.
Mike's source has been a real asset to me in the neighborhood. When I have issues that I know concern the whole neighborhood, Mike's part of the team that I pull together to help get answers.
And together, they have seen a number of changes.
We've become something of the retail hub of the city of St. Louis too, with all the investment that's been made in Hampton Village in both Schnucks and Target.
On Chippewa, we have an old gas station, an old BP station that's being torn down, and it's going to be a Jimmy John's, which is going to be exciting.
Vaccaro says that alone is $1.5 million project.
We have the bread company that renewed their lease at the corner of Chippewa and Lansdowne and added a drive-through. So people are investing. We have more restaurants than any other ward. I know we have Pietro's, we have El Paisanos, we have Trattoria Marsala, we have the White House, we have Biggie's, we have the Russo's, we have Stellina's, and we have Spiro's, all along Watson. It's just an exciting strip.
And their satisfaction in the knowledge that many are family-owned, like the popular Mom's Deli.
There you go. Thank you. Have a good day. Yeah, good.
Mom's Deli is a long-time neighborhood institution that is well used by our residents. When you go into our restaurants, you're not going into a chain restaurant where money's being shipped off to Minneapolis or wherever they're headquartered. When you pay your check, often it's to the owner, or it's to the owner's daughter or son who's working in the restaurant. And it's a family atmosphere. That's what our neighborhood is all about.
A popular new restaurant in the area is the Farmhouse, a place that prides itself on $10 blue plate specials.
It's doing extremely well and has been written up in all the culinary magazines as one of the better places to go, and it's really a cool place to go eat.
Another unique addition to the neighborhood is the Wine House.
It was an old wagon wash, a dog washing place. Turned it into a really nice, exciting wine kind of restaurant in our neighborhood.
3,500 Wine House is exactly the kind of development we needed in the neighborhood.
Marcy Keener owns the Wine House with her husband John.
We don't carry any Missouri wines because you can get Missouri wines anywhere and at the grocery store. So what we're doing is something a little bit different, where we have wines from all over the world. So people who, might want to try something that they've never tried before can come into our place and sit down and order something from South Africa, and maybe they have never had anything from there.
They carry close to 130 different wines from around the world.
We have wines from South Africa, from Italy, from Argentina, from France, from all over the country. Plus we have, of course, wines from California, Oregon, Washington State. So, we just have a large variety for people who just want something different.
In the summer they have an outdoor patio that is covered but open. And in the winter it's a great place to go as well because it's so cozy, and they'll bring out heaters onto the patio, and it makes for a neat atmosphere.
We do a lot of our events out there because it can be more private out there for you. So a lot of our wine tasting events are out there. We throw, showers, birthday parties, anything. We usually try and do it out there. Also, we have a patio in the back, and that's where we keep our fire pit, and if you do smoke, you're welcome to go out on the back patio and smoke your cigarettes or your cigars out there. For lunch, we serve panini sandwiches, hot paninis. We do have soups. Every day our soup changes.
In the evenings, you can find a wide variety of appetizers.
All different kinds of cheese and meats from the hill. We have dips that we make here, salmon. We have all kind of munchies, olives and things like that. We do have desserts.
In the past, you may have had to go to Clayton or go to Kirkwood or other communities to have that experience that we now have right on Watson.
It's pretty unique, and of course I don't drink, but I'll go have a Pepsi and maybe a little salami or something like that.
I think it's a homey kind of cozy place that you can feel that you can come in, sit down, have just one glass of wine or stay for the evening.
In addition to wines, the restaurant also sells some charming items.
We have lots of little gifts and fun items that you might want to purchase. We do gift baskets. You can come in and just purchase one, or if there's something special that you want in the basket, we do custom make them for people.
When we come back, some of the improvements to the Ivanhoe Business District.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
There's a monster in my bathtub. There's one on the couch. There's a monster on my bed.
Keep innocent things from triggering an asthma attack.
Please make the monsters go away.
Learn how to stop their asthma attacks at noattacks.org.
2 outs with a runner on first base. Now the big guy comes up to bat, hitting .342 with 92 RBIs and 36 home runs. First pitch is out, back to
Chill raw and prepared foods promptly. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Hey, my name's Katie and I'm in the 9th grade. I'm an A average student and I'm an athlete working towards a scholarship. And everybody tells me how much potential I have. But I just wish someone would tell me where my next meal is coming from. Katie, how'd I do?
Do you have to be so serious?
Well, I mean, I did like a crazy dance in a movie if you want me to do a little, no.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
Under Alderman Joe Vaccaro's leadership, the 23rd Ward continues to flourish and business continues to grow.
We have a lot of not only just new restaurants, but a lot of new construction.
One of the most exciting new additions to the area is the U-Gas, a 5,200 square foot full-line, state-of-the-art convenience store with all modern amenities. Located at Watson and Filer, it replaces an old Ponderosa.
We have the $3.5 million coming in at the U-Gas, and that is a lot of money. And it shows that businesses are willing and wanting to invest in our neighborhood.
When we first caught up with Chief Operating Officer Perry Cheatham, the store was just days from opening.
When this location came available, we knew this would be a great location for us. We worked hard with the ward, and they welcomed us coming here. There was even some other convenience store chains that were vying for this location, and luckily we were the ones that got it.
They have since opened to an enthusiastic crowd and are proud of what they have to offer. Perry gave us the grand tour.
We have a full-line car wash, 8 fueling stations with diesel, our proprietary deli operation, that delivers here daily. We'll have fresh fruit that comes right from Produce Row in St. Louis. We're going to have a bread program that's not just your typical, white bread and hamburger buns, the beer cave and all those things.
The store also has its own self-serve espresso bar, vegetable and cheese station, and a selection of slushies to die for. Their motto is to keep the customers happy, inside and out.
Whatever the street price is posted, we'll match everybody, but we'll take 5 cents a gallon off if you pay with cash.
We want businesses that are going to be a part of our neighborhood, not just work in our neighborhood, but have the same concerns and love for the neighborhood that we have. And we feel very strongly that the Shoe Gas shares our values.
The ward has also seen an increase in home building.
We actually built 6 new homes in the 23rd Ward through the Linden Heights Housing Corporation, but that has sparked other people, like along Arthur, where 2 people put private money into building 2 more homes. So, people are building new homes, people are putting decks on their homes, people are doing room additions. The building permits in the 23rd Ward are definitely up. Some of the changes beside the new housing stock are the 2 new bridges that welcome people into our neighborhood.
One of those bridges is at Arsenal and 44, the other at 44 and Jameson. Both are a welcome change.
We're very glad that the bridges are done, and now we have great infrastructure to access our highways, and it's well lit, and it just improves the both access and appearance of our neighborhood.
Some of the traditional sites remain as popular as ever.
We have Bear's Garden Shop and we have Colors of Spring, and they both are busy. They're great places to come to buy all your spring flowers and all that. These are named places, people know them, and people come to them.
Some significant improvements to the Ivanhoe Business District have been a boost for the block.
The Ivanhoe Business District is a little diamond in the rough in our neighborhood, and we've struggled for a long time to utilize it in a way that maximizes its benefit to our city and our neighborhood. And we've begun to make progress the last couple of years.
One well-established business that continues to attract attention is Killer Vintage Guitars.
You'll find things there that you can't find anywhere else in the world, and evidenced by the fact that touring musicians, including the Rolling Stones, have made a stop by when they're in town.
We have a new internet technology studio. It's run by a couple young guys. They're going to offer classes on computers, how to set up websites. They also do repairs on computers, and they're just a couple really smart kids, and we're glad to have them in our neighborhood. I see them as a positive force for our neighborhood.
Nestor Wheelock is one of those technically savvy co-owners of the Pink Asterisk.
We have a lot of creative ideas that come in through the door that our customers have. They want to be able to sell something on the internet. They want to be able to market their business on the internet. They want to get a Google listing on the internet. We help them do that.
The owners live and work in the building.
We ended up having to gut the entire building. It's a small space, so we had to think how to fit everything in it that we wanted to fit in, including the ADA compliant restroom that we have. If you notice that there's a curved wall. So what we did is we took unused space that would be in the bathroom and we brought it to the outside of the bathroom to make more space in the office while still making the bathroom fully accessible.
Everything about the business has that high-tech feel.
There's an artsy feel for sure. We have gallery spaces, we have upholsterers, there's a furniture shop up the street. Our community is full of artists.
Besides repairing computers and helping build websites, they offer a number of other services.
We can offer businesses in the neighborhood IT support like a traditional IT support company can. But we can also offer businesses advertising and marketing agency support. We want our customers to be able to come in, have a space to work on their projects. So I would say that we'd include them in our community of folks.
They are pleased that they chose this neighborhood.
Location, location, location. It's near the highway. It's near major arterial streets in St. Louis. It's safe. It's stable. The housing stock here didn't go way up, it didn't go way down. The building itself is structurally sound. There were a lot of reasons to buy in this neighborhood.
Nestor says they hope to make this their home for quite some time.
There's a lot of businesses here on Ivanhoe that have been here for 30 plus years. So it's a very stable block. So we are confident that we are going to be here for a while and that we are going to be able to bring some energy and creativity to the neighborhood.
We've been very fortunate to have businesses that are willing to work with us and really be a part of the neighborhood and not just spend their time during an 8-hour day working in the neighborhood and go home, but actually be good corporate citizens and residents of our neighborhood.
I'm really proud of everything that's come together in the 23rd Ward. I got neighborhoods working together that weren't previously working together.
We're beginning to forge new relationships between the Lindenwood Park Neighborhood Association and the Tilly's Park Neighborhood Association every day, and we're actively looking for ways that we can work together.
One such way was holding a recent Southside City Crime Collaborative meeting.
The 23rd Ward teamed up along with the 16th Ward so that we could try to put together a neighborhood watch that would encompass both the 23rd and the 16th Ward.
We work with the police department very well. We work with Jennifer Joyce's office and the circuit attorney's office to do what we can to help prosecutors on the back ends of crimes as well. So we get the notice out to folks that may be thinking of doing bad things in our neighborhood that we're not going to tolerate it.
Even though it's petty crime, it's still crime that we hadn't seen in the past, and probably one of our biggest priorities, because any crime we will not tolerate.
They say the strength of the neighborhood is in the neighborhood associations.
We have young people involved in our neighborhood associations. We have older folks involved in them. It's just a great cross-section of St. Louis and really all the things that are great about St. Louis.
The ward still seems to be considered one of the safest in the city.
One of the reasons we thought it was so safe is that when we were looking at the building, we met some of the neighbors and we talked to them, and some women told us that they were comfortable enough to be able to walk around the neighborhood at night, take their dogs on walks. They didn't have to worry about getting accosted or being approached, whistled at. It's just a really safe neighborhood.
Safe and cost-effective as well.
In other neighborhoods, you may be paying for a zip code or a perception. Here, you're paying for the asset. You're paying for reality.
I have sharp teeth, so you better move over and let me in.
The wide selection of school choices has also made the 23rd Ward a prime place to live.
We have great public school and private school options in the ward, which helps to keep young families located here. They're taking the Mallinckrodt School and transferring it over from a general education magnet school to another Kennard-like program for gifted children. In addition to that, we have charter school options with the Gateway Academy of Math and Science coming online in the last year at the old Epiphany School site. Many of our neighborhood children are now attending there, and it's at capacity and growing. And that's on top of the traditional school options we've had in our Catholic schools, primarily now with the closure of Epiphany, having St. Joan of Arc step up and take many of those kids. So we sort of have a well-rounded group of schools for families to choose from.
They are also very fortunate in the 23rd Ward to have two great parks, Tillis and Lindenwood.
The summertime we have softball, baseball.
There you go, buddy.
The toddler playground, elementary school age child playground. We have a basketball court that is well used.
Two of the major accomplishments are the upgrade of equipment in Lindenwood Park. We put a lot of new handicap accessible playground surface in there, and we've done a lot to make that more user friendly.
One prospect we're very excited about in Tilly's Park is a new partnership between the St. Louis Parks Department and a new not-for-profit called City Hockey that is going to take over the operation of our current roller hockey rink.
City Hockey was formed for the purpose of introducing city children to the sport of hockey. The NHL and NHL Players Association will be involved as well.
And it will be installing a synthetic ice surface on the rink which will allow for the use of regular hockey skates. So kids will have right in the neighborhood access to a hockey rink and access additionally to very experienced coaching to introduce the game at a low or no cost to them program.
And people are investing in their homes in our neighborhood. They're investing in businesses in our neighborhood. And it's just an exciting time to be in the 23rd Ward.
No matter who you ask, they all seem to love it.
I think there's a great sense of community in this neighborhood. We're friends with all of our neighbors immediately surrounding us. The businesses work cooperatively. Nobody really picks on anybody else. Like, it really seems like there's a good sense of community and support.
It's pretty gratifying to go with friends that live in the county to a ball game and know that I'm in bed before they hit their driveway.
I think it's a wonderful neighborhood to live in, to raise your family, to dine out. I just think it's a great place to be.
2.5 years into his first term, the alderman has definitely found his footing.
Sometimes you're like the dad of the 23rd Ward. Sometimes people call you just to talk to you. Sometimes they call you to ask you to do something that you can or can't do. Sometimes they call just for simple advice or just to let you know what's going on.
When we talked about our neighborhood or our ward being a small town within the city, that's largely become the way it is because of Joe's vision.
Most people just expect you to do your job. Here, it seems like they really appreciate the job you do. I believe I represent the best people and the best ward in the whole city of St. Louis.
To have Forest Park and all the great institutions of the park at our disposal and literally 5 minutes up Hampton from the heart of our neighborhood is a great asset to us. It's a friendly neighborhood that embraces new neighbors and embraces investment in the community and development and activism.
It's bringing people together for a common goal. There's nothing better than that. The future of the 23rd Ward, I see a lot of the same. Home ownership, pride in home ownership, and a goal that we all move forward to make our neighborhood the best place in the city.